Hello, Sagittarius. So I guess that the video is going to start before I thought I was ready, but this is a reading from me, Rebecca Empathic Crow. And while I am recording it in February with focus on the energy for February through March of 2026, the readings are timeless. So whenever it comes to you, if it resonates, it's a message for you. Private bookings are available on my website, which is Empathic Crow 1111. And right now I do have availability pretty quickly. So feel free to check out the website and book if you feel called to. So without any further ado, because Sagittarius, it seems like your energy is wanting to just go ahead and go. Let's see what's coming through for you. All right. Coming out of the gate, we've got the Three of Wands. I can't remember who had this in their energy too. And we've got the Five of Pentacles. So with that, let's see if I'm feeling like we need to go ahead and start or if we need more cards. I just feel this sense of dissatisfaction or stagnation. Like it just feels like things that you've done to try to move forward haven't necessarily worked out the way that you thought. Like there were possibilities and options and there were paths, like I'm seeing these as like paths. There were paths that are behind him that he took and feeling like that didn't work out. So I'm going to try to look and see what are some of the other options, but it doesn't feel like it's as profitable as you wanted it to be. Let's see where else we go from there. And I see this person looking up. It's like at the Pentacles. It's like you're trying to chase the, I keep hearing chasing, like you're trying to chase the opportunity, like you're trying to chase the thing that's going to bring the money in. All right, Sagittarius, let's move forward. So we've got the moon, and with this, I feel like it's remembering about balance. Like there's the moon and there's the sun. This was in somebody else's reading too. We've got the dogs, the loyal companions. We've got the lobster down here that even though Scorpio is not a lobster, sometimes people do focus this on to like a Scorpio energy. And then we've got the water. So I feel like this is partly about emotions and anxiety, and the things that were hidden did bring on some emotions, things that came to light about these opportunities, about maybe the reasons that this didn't work out for you. It's triggering some things from the past. It's triggering the emotions just changed. Sagittarius, it's triggering some insecurity and vulnerability that you thought you had gotten past. Let's get a little bit more on that. What do we need to know about that? Triggered insecurity and vulnerability. Again, we come back to that money, holding on too tightly. So whether this is you were in a point before where you didn't have the things that you felt like you needed, or you 333 on the clock, you really didn't have the things that you needed. I feel like it's triggering that vulnerability, that worry about not having security, whether that's emotional or financial, especially where this is Pentacles, but we talked about emotions with the moon. There's this, or it could be both. There's just this worry about not having stability that's being triggered from the past. And so even when opportunities are coming in right now, there's part of you that's just feeling like, look, I tried to go into it with a passionate aspect of the fire of the wands, like the passion of the wands, and it didn't work out. You know, it wasn't profitable for me, and it brought up some vulnerabilities and insecurities that made me feel like I needed to put things on lockdown. And now I don't know that I want to take a step forward. I'm seeing the Fool, which has come out in at least 3 readings so far. And I've only got one left, Capricorn. So I'm seeing the Fool, even though that's not the card that's come out. Like, there's a part of you that wanted to take a leap of faith before, but now it's just like, even with this divine cup coming in, saying, hey, here's an opportunity, you're just like, I'm kind of over it. Like, I just don't know that I want to do this again. But you don't want to stay where you are either. Notice that the green in this is kind of muted, whereas in this one, you've got this vibrant green and red. So you're still grounded and you still have that heart center, like you're heart centered, but you're minimizing that heart just a bit. Like, and even in this one, he doesn't have any green on. Like, you're minimizing the heart. This is coming back out and saying, well, there's some opportunities maybe, but it's like, I don't want to go through those emotions again. I don't want to, and keep hearing wearing my heart on my sleeve. I don't want to put myself out there again and be hurt. Queen of Swords is on the bottom of the deck. I feel like that's you saying, I cut through all the crap. I thought through it, and I'm just not sure that I'm ready to lay my sword down. But sometimes we can't just stay up in our head thinking about things and trying to plan out what would be the best decision. Talked about that in Libra, of course, that reading, if you want to look at that. This can be for all placements, whatever Sagittarius is for you, or even if it's just something that you felt called to. You may not know all your placements. The High Priestess. You have, all of us have intuition, but you've got a strong intuition and you can use your discernment. You don't have to use it in a way that you're just like cutting situations, opportunities, and people off. You don't have to like slash it all. But at the same time, it's just thinking about what is going to be best for you and not blocking yourself because your intuition's saying one thing, but your vulnerability, your heart and things are like, I'm just not sure that I want to go through this again. So it's being able to find that balance. Not everything is black and white is what's coming into my head. And then also we have the moon down here in her skirt that does look like waves wrapped around it. So emotions. So again, as we talked about emotions and moon in the moon card, it's being able to balance those anxieties from the things that may be hidden or were hidden and understand that it doesn't stop you from moving forward. There's a lot of similarities in the images of these two cards. Anything else from the tarot for Sagittarius? I keep, for some reason in this reading, and it's getting me cracked up, the black and white columns are looking like salt and pepper shakers to me. And all I'm hearing after saying that, when I was looking at the card, brain is kind of going up, but because all I hear is salt and peppers push it, but in a way that it's like it's pushing you, like you got to push through, which is not necessarily what that song's about, but that's how it's coming through, is that you got to make a move, like you got to push forward. That's an interesting interpretation that I've not had before. She's got that pearl of wisdom in her hat. So just knowing that you are wise and you can make wise decisions. And just because something didn't work out before, it doesn't mean it wasn't a wise decision or that it wasn't a good path for you. It just means that it wasn't the right time. So it's being able to recognize that you're not having to fight against these things anymore. Notice that the green is coming out a little bit more. This is you being able to lay the swords down at, because the battle's over. And I feel like in this, it's more that it was a battle in your mind. Again, those vulnerabilities and insecurities coming up led to the difficulty with opening your heart or considering other options. There we go. Cards like to fly. And we have somebody over here who, they've got their head in their hands. Both of these people are wearing yellow. Confidence has been knocked. But this person is staying grounded and heart-centered. So it's like I said, recognizing that you don't have to like walk around carrying a sword all the time. And you may have been wounded, but it's okay. You can move forward. You don't have to stay stuck. Anything else? I don't remember if I said in this reading because I've done 10 other readings so far, but I am an intuitive reader. I do have training in the cards, but I read the cards, how they're coming through, the energy, the images, things like that in the moment. We got the Tower. Tower, don't fear the Tower. Don't fear the Death card. Don't fear the Devil card. it's not that literally everything fell apart, but it definitely may feel like it. But remember too that sometimes, because we stay stuck in this energy where we feel like we don't want to move forward, we don't want to take opportunities, we're holding on to things too tightly, the Tower has to come in to help you clear the energy out. Because sometimes, what is that phrase? If God didn't make you uncomfortable, or if the universe didn't make you uncomfortable, put whatever word you want to in there, you would have never moved, or you never would have moved. So the Tower comes in to shake things up so that you are making changes. And no, it doesn't feel comfortable, but if you're feeling comfortable, even if you're comfortable because you know what to expect, it may not be good for you, then Sagittarius, you're not going to move. So this is saying you have to make a move. You have to make a move. I mean, you don't have to. You can stay stuck if you want to, but if you want to get out of that discomfort and out of that aspect of yourself from the past that's been triggered, you have to do something different. So we'll see. Yeah. Hanged Man, perspective change. You got to change your perspective. So let's look at how we can do that. So this is a Love Oracle card deck that I got off of Amazon. Not necessarily love focus in this reading, but it does give some like scenarios and some words and things that can be very helpful in any situation. So what I'm going to ask right now of the cards and Spirit is, how does Sagittarius turn this around? What does Sagittarius need to release their focus on? What do they need to let go of? What do you need to let go of, Sagittarius? All right, so that one wants to come out. Anything else? What does Sagittarius need to let go of? All right, one at a time, maybe two. Okay. So we've got, all right, so that makes sense. So what you need to let go of is the pain, apprehension, feeling afraid, and being cautious. You've got to let go of the worry and concern about that return, the second chance, the opportunity, making amends. This is what you want to take that pain and turn it around into. Because right now, like I said, because of what's happened, you're holding on too tightly and you're not necessarily looking at this opportunity. And it's causing a Tower moment. So you have to let go of that fear. And I know sometimes we don't like to say fear because we don't like to be vulnerable, but fear causes a lot of things. It causes anger reactions. Anger is a secondary emotion. It can be based on fear. So part of you is worried about taking that second chance, about trying to do something again when it didn't work the way you wanted it to the first time. And it hurt and it triggered that pain. Anything else from this deck for Sagittarius? So a reiteration here: depth, awareness, importance, and value. Sagittarius, you already know. You have a powerful intuition. You already know that you can create change. You are aware. You are important. You are valuable. That vulnerability, it knocked you down a peg. But that's okay. That's okay. It was a Tower moment. That's okay. You can get back up. There are second chances. Like this return, there are second chances. You can always come back from it. But it takes a perspective shift. So the last card coming out of the Love Oracle is pretty much the last card that came out of the tarot, the Hanged Man. So perspective, better off, happiness, clear headspace. So maybe those opportunities that we started out with in the Three of Wands, maybe they weren't meant to bring you what you needed. Maybe you are better off without them. You don't have to hold on to the past, but you also don't have to refuse the opportunities that may bring happiness, make your help you move forward and feel like you're better off. And you don't have to like slash all the things and cut everything out, but just come at it from a more grounded Queen of Swords where you have a clear headspace, right? All right, so we're going to go to the Inner Child Oracle. That is Amanda Lynn Elsling. And see what the advice is for Sagittarius from that inner child aspect. What does Sagittarius need? What does Sagittarius need to get out of this energy? What does Sagittarius need to get out of this energy? What do they need to focus on? Sagittarius, are you being stubborn? Are you being stubborn? All right, so we've got several cards coming out. We've got Be Still, which is 4. Another sign got this. I can't remember who right now. Cultivate a space of stillness and silence to just be. We've got a moon over here behind the rocks. We've also, though, got a rainbow up top. So this is you becoming grounded and focusing on yourself and your needs, what it is that you need. 3, be present. Find clarity in the moment. This is our high priestess again. You have a good intuition. It's just trusting yourself and knowing that you can make the right decisions. It's not that you made the wrong decisions before. It's just they weren't right for you at that time, or maybe there's something better that's coming. And then 8. 8 being the strength card and the tarot deck. Choose yourself today. Do not deny your importance. Sagittarius, you're very important. Don't dim your light. Don't push yourself out or hide yourself away just because of things that didn't work out for you. Choose yourself today. You can lick those wounds. You can build yourself back up, but try to not block opportunities for connection. Try to not block opportunities for ways that you can build up your abundance. Allow yourself to heal through the things that you've been through, and then come back to it with a fresh outlook. All right, Sagittarius, I hope that was helpful. And if it was, definitely give me a like. I would love any comments, shares, whatever. I love hearing what you have to say, and I want the message to get to as many people as it can help as possible. That's always my goal, especially with these general reads. If you'd like a more personal reading, you can always book a one-to-one live session with me. Those are on empathiccrow1111.com. And again, just thank you so much for being here, and I hope that this was helpful. I hope to see you soon.